right? Okay. What does it say? The cost accounting will not be considered as a separate branch in accounting, and it will be considered as a sub branch of management accounting. Yes, Kuta. Keep in mind, we do not identify three branches in accounting. There are only two branches in accounting. One is a financial accounting, the other one is a management accounting. Cost accounting is not a separate branch, that will be identified as a what? Yeah, sub branch of the management accounting. Cost accounting will not be identified as a separate branch, it will be identified as a sub branch of the management accounting. Is that clear? Right. Shall we have a small note then? Just under the management accounting, cost accounting will not be identified as a separate branch in the management, separate branch in accounting. Cost accounting will not be considered as a separate branch in accounting, and it is considered as a sub branch in the management accounting, right? Okay, in this discussions, basically we are going to discuss what is the difference between the financial accounting and the management accounting. Accounting has two branches, financial and the management. Then cost accounting will not be identified as a separate branch in accounting. But when you do the very old past papers, even the cost accounting has been identified as a separate branch those days when your fathers are studying the accounting, right? When your parents are, if your parents were studying the accounting those days, right, they would say no, the accounting has a three branches: financial, management accounting, and the cost accounting. But now keep in mind, we do not identify the cost accounting as a separate branch in accounting, right? That's a very interesting evolutions of this. Previously there were three branches actually: financial accounting, management accounting, and the cost accounting. Later on, it was classified into two branches. What were those two branches? Financial accounting and cost and management accounting, right? Then subsequently, the all three branches we divided into two. But the second branch, first branch was a financial accounting, second branch was cost and management accounting. So then for the cost accounting also, they have given the equal weightage. But nowadays, right, in very recent discussions, right, we do not identify the cost, we do not give the same weightage for the cost accounting as the management accounting. So we put the entire cost accounting as an integral part of the management accounting, and we identified there are only two branches, right? There are only two branches in accounting: financial accounting and the management accounting. Is that clear for you? Right. Okay, Buddha. Then there's a question. You write this question down. What are the two branches in accounting? Write this question down and provide the answer. What are the two branches in accounting? Right. What are the two branches in accounting, Buddha? Financial accounting and the management accounting. Financial accounting and the management accounting. Is that clear? Yes. Okay. Right. Okay, Buddha, before the detailed discussions again, let me just give you some idea. What do you think, right? Let me ask a small question. What do you all think? There are now Keshali, are you there, Puta? Keshali, can you talk? Can you hear me properly? Kevin, can you hear me? Kevin Noel? No. Proshen Devapriya?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Proshen, you know that there are two branches in accounting: financial accounting and the management accounting, right? What do you think? Which branch of accounting was developed first? මේ දෙකෙන් මොකක්ද මොන branch එක ඉස්සෙල්ලා develop වෙන්නේ නැද්ද? Financial accounting, the management accounting?
Management accounting.
Management accounting, right? Okay. Any other different answers? Someone else? Rukaya, what do you think, Puta? Is it financial accounting and the management accounting?
Management account.
You all also would say the management accounting. But when you think about the real nature of both financial accounting and the management accounting, we could very clearly identify what financial accounting might have been developed but initially, and very recently only, but management accounting has been introduced, right, Puta? Because whenever you are doing the business, owners, stakeholders, and all other stakeholders wanted to know how the business was doing, right? Therefore, they have created a common accounting system, right? Common accounting system or a financial accounting which gives the information so everyone, right? But later on, managers, when they take the decisions, managers identified whatever the information provided by the financial accounting is not sufficient for them. Got it? Not sufficient for them. Therefore, they created their own system, which is called management accounting. Got it? Therefore, Puta, management accounting was developed by the managers for their information requirement, and that is exclusively used by the managers. That is exclusively used by the managers in taking the decisions. Got it? Why managers have developed something called management accounting system? Why managers has developed something called management accounting system? Because they wanted something, right, additional than whatever the information provided in the financial account. The financial accounting information was not sufficient. Financial accounting only provide information වල එක weaknesses තිබ්බා. එක limitations තිබ්බා. Therefore, they wanted to have a somewhat specific thing. That is why they developed the management. The financial accounting was initially developed, right? But whatever the information provided by the financial accounting was not sufficient for the managers in taking the decisions. Therefore, they have created a own system for the use of them. So you call that as what? Management accounting. Management accounting is something what? Very recent. It was something very recent, right? මේ ළඟදී develop වෙච්ච එකක් management accounting. ඒක managers විතරක් පාවිච්චි කරන managers ලට අර financial accounting වල තියෙන information requirement එක ඒගොල්ලන්ට මදි නිසා, ඒගොල්ලන් provide කරන information ඒගොල්ලන්ට මදි නිසා, ඒගොල්ලන්ටම ඕන informations ටිකක් develop කරගන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ create කරා management accounting, right? ඒක පොඩි idea එකක් අරගෙන අපි තියාගන්න එක හොඳයි when we studying the difference between the financial accounting and the management accounting. Okay, now we'll go back to the tute again. Right now we know that there are two branches in accounting. One is a financial accounting, the other one is a management accounting. Okay, financial accounting versus management accounting. Here I have given a small definition for the financial accounting and the management accounting. This you do want to write. Make a liyan අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Financial accounting is a preparations of the informations about the past transactions of the entity. For the financial accounting, basically we talks about the past. In financial accounting, basically we talks about the past, right? We do not more focuses on the future. That is one of the drawback in the financial accounting. That is why managers was created something new, because the managers are always focusing about the future, but the financial accounting doesn't provide the information about the past. හරියට financial accounting කියලා කියන්නේ මිනිස්සෙක් මැරුණට පස්සේ මැරෙන්න හේතුව අර postmortem report එකක් අපි දෙනවා. එයා මැරෙනවා, මැරෙන්න හේතුව කියනවා. මැරුණද නැද්ද, මැරෙන්න හේතුව මොකක්ද දන්නේ. ඒ වගේ තමයි financial accounting. Something has happened in the past. They are providing the information about the something that has happened in the past. So then financial accounting නේ මේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ ඒගොල්ලෝ හොඳට perform කරා නම් they have a high amount of profit. If their performance was poor, they do not have the higher amount of profit. They might generate a low amount of profit, right? So what has happened in the past only tells by the financial accounting. And also the financial accounting more focuses on the external stakeholder rather than the internal stakeholders. Who are these internal stakeholders? For the managers, right? Therefore, this financial accounting was not sufficient for the managers. Therefore, they developed their own system, which is called management accounting. right? The management accounting provide the information for the management, exclusive for the management, to plan, control, and make the decisions in order to fulfill their responsibilities in management accounting, right? Therefore, here we need to understand financial accounting more focuses on the external stakeholders. Management accounting focuses only on the internal stakeholders, right? Only on the internal stakeholders. I'm asking a very small question from you. Roshan, can I talk to you again? Puta, Roshan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think? Now, may අපි මේ කතා කරපු දේ උන්ට තේරුනේ financial accounting වලින් information මේ ප්‍රශ්න උත්තරය දෙන්න හොඳට කල්පනා කරලා financial accounting provides the information for the external stakeholders only or internal stakeholders only or both external and internal. ආපහු මම ප්‍රශ්නේ අහනවා financial accounting වලින් information දෙන්නේ external stakeholders ලටද internal stakeholders ලටද මේ දෙකොල්ලන්ටමද? What do you think?
I think only for external stakeholders.
Only for the external stakeholder, right? Anyone else? Tisuri?
For both internal and external stakeholders.
Yes, Hafsa. Both external and internal, right? අන්න දැන් තේරෙනවද අපි දන්නවා මේ explanation එක කරගෙන යද්දි definitions කරගෙන යද්දි students ලා කොහෙන්ද ඒගොල්ලන්ට වරදින්න කියන එක ගැන we should have some experience though as a teacher, right? That's why I raised that question. Puta, Roshan and everyone understand financial accounting more focuses on the external stakeholders. It's true, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't provide the information for the management accounting managers. Puta, financial accounting provide the information for both external and what? Internal stakeholders, but the managers are providing the information only for whom? Puta, internal stakeholders. Is that clear? Management accounting exclusively provide the information for the internal stakeholders, which is called managers, but the financial accounting provide the information for both external and internal stakeholders. But financial accounting more focuses on whom? Financial accounting more focuses on whom? External stakeholders. Because why? Because managers are having their own system, customized system. ඉතින් අපි හින්දා managers ලා ගැන එච්චර බලන්න ඕනේ නෑ. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ system එකක් තියෙනවා. If whenever the managers need the information, they can get it, right? Through their own system. We have to more focuses from the financial accounting external stakeholder. Okay, we'll write a small note. Financial accounting. අපි අතන question එකක් ලියාගත්තනේ. There are two branches in accounting. Under that you can say financial accounting more focuses on the external stakeholders. Financial accounting more focuses on the external stakeholders. But also they provide the information to the they provide the information to the whom? Internal stakeholders as well. But get a new parent, right? But management accounting provides information exclusively to whom? Puta? Internal stakeholders. They provide the information exclusively to the internal stakeholders, right? You all should understand here the internal stakeholders are only the management. Internal stakeholders are only the management, right? Okay, right. Now this discussion is also extremely important, Puta. We are going to talk about the financial accounting process, and after that we are going to discuss the management accounting process, and then thereafter we are going to discuss the difference between the financial accounting and the management accounting, right? Okay, Puta, in the definitions for the accounting, we said accounting is a process which provides what? Accounting is a process which provides what? Puta, kiyan? Financial information. We know that every process has how many elements, how many components? 3 elements. What are they? Input, processing activities, and the output. What are the 3 things with the input, processing activities, and the output? So then accounting also we identified as a process. Why? Because it has all these 3 components. Puta, you should know exactly what are the inputs in the financial accounting process, what are the outputs of the financial accounting process, and what are the processing activities in the financial accounting process. Right? Is that clear? Right. So this particular diagram tells you that write a small question, illustrate financial accounting process in a diagram. Right. Okay. Before moving to that, let me just answer a question. Kevin is asking, so employees are also internal stakeholders, right? They say employees are also the internal stakeholders. Why does the management accounting affect to them? Puta, what simple idea here, what he is saying, employees are whom? Internal stakeholder, right? Keep in mind, Puta, right? I was expected this question before, right? That's why I emphasize this particular matter even more than two times, right? I told you only the managers will be considered as the internal stakeholder. Yes, Puta. Keep in mind, in a business, even the owners, even the employees, we do not identify as the internal stakeholders, because in a sole proprietorship or in a partnership, we can say owner as the internal stakeholder. Why? Because he is the one who takes the managerial decisions. But I told you in the previous sessions, if you were there, I told you when it's come to the company, right? When it's come to the company, like Haley's, right? In the previous week stakeholder discussions, I told you shareholders are someone else's. Now, if I am having a small number of shares in a Haley's, I will be identified as a stakeholder. මම Haley's ලගේ පොඩි shares ගානක් මට තියෙනවා නම් මම මේ business එකේ shareholder කෙනෙක්. ඒ කියන්නේ මම මේ business එකේ owner කෙනෙක්. Right? හැබැයි am I in the positions of taking the decisions regarding the business? Or I'm just external stakeholder? I'm just external person. By having the shares of the company, I am one of the owners of the company, but I am not in the position to take the decisions. I am just a external person, even though I have the shares. In a business, especially when it comes to the companies, right? Only the managers will identify as internal stakeholder. එතකොට sole proprietorship එකක partnership එකක owners ලා internal stakeholders ලා වෙන්නේ යා owners ලා හින්දා නෙමෙයි කවුරු හින්දාද? They were the managers too. ඒගොල්ලෝ managers ලාත් වෙනවා. පැහැදිලිද? එතකොට පුතා even the owner we do not identify as whom කියන internal stakeholders. And when it's on to the employees also the same. Employees also we do not identify as an internal stakeholder. අපි මෙතන බලන්නේ බිස්නස් එක ඇතුලේ ෆිසිකලි ඉන්නවද කියන එක නෙමෙයි. මේ ක්ලාසිෆිකේෂන් එකේදී අපි බලන්නේ බිස්නස් එක ඇතුලේ ෆිසිකලි ඉන්නවද කියන එක නෙමෙයි. බිස්නස් එකේ ඩිසිෂන්ස් ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ අර ඉම්පෝටන්ට් ඩිසිෂන්ස් ගන්න. පුළුවන්ද? බිස්නස් එක කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? බිස්නස් එක ඇත්තටම පාලනය කරන්නේ කවුද? Them only you identified as whom කියන internal stakeholder. එන පුතා in real sense only the managers will be identified as whom කියන internal stakeholders, not anyone else. But this classification may be different in business studies. Sometimes when the Dillenser says, right, he would say no, even the managers, even the employees and the owners will be identified as the internal stakeholders. That is different point of view, right? But in accounting, we identified what? Only the managers as the internal stakeholder. Is that clear, Kevin? Is it clear for you, Puta? Yes. I hope yes, right? If not, just ask the questions again. Right. එහෙනම් ආපහු මම කියන්නේ business එකක managers ලා විතරයි. කියන්නේ directors ලා company එකක නම් directors ලා විතරයි. managerial decisions ගන්න කට්ටිය විතරයි internal stakeholders ලා කියලා කියන්නේ. Right. Good. Hope you could understand that. Right. එහෙනම් පුතා, can you just quickly draw this? ඉඳ ගන්න මේක. Financial accounting process has input, processing activities, and the output. What were the inputs? Transactions and the events. Output, financial statements, and processing activities. Just under the processing activities, you can say functions in accounting also. You can say functions in accounting. You know what are the functions in accounting? Recognitions and the measurements, recording, classification, summarizing, and the interpreting. Right. Once you complete this, you can say just finished or something. Right. Just say finish. Type kar level finish කියලා. එතකොට then I can move to the next session.
Finished, sir.
Right. Okay, Buddha. Shall we then move into the next? Accounting inputs. What were the accounting inputs you identify? Transactions and the events. What are the accounting inputs, Buddha? Transactions and the events. So I'll explain these one by one. Right. So then in this, they are asking, what are the two inputs in accounting? Write the questions. What are the two inputs in financial accounting? What are the two inputs in financial accounting? One is what? The transactions. Other one is events. Other one is events. So what are the two transactions? What are the two accounting inputs? Financial accounting inputs, transactions, and events. Right. Shania, are you there, Puta?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shania, could you tell me an example for a transaction in a business?
Owner putting money to a business.
Yes, capital invested by the owner in the business. Anything else, Shania? That your answer was correct. Anything else? Obtaining a bank loan. Purchasing, yeah, right. Purchasing stock sales, return, payment of electricity bill, purchase of machinery, repayment of bank loan, cash drawings, cash collection from debtors, cash paid to creditors. All these are what? Transactions in a business, right? Those were the accounting inputs. Clear for everyone? Transactions. But due to the transaction, basically what is happening, I'm not going to discuss this thing in very detail, right? Because that will not be tested in your papers, no? But the transaction, basically due to the transaction, what could happen is business assets amount or the nature could be changed. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් වෙන්නේ transaction එකකදී business එකක asset එකේ nature එක හරි amount එක හරි වෙනස් වෙනවා. දැන් අපි bank loan එකක් ගත්තොත් business එකේ කලින් අපිට තිබ්බේ නැති cash අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා. එහෙනම් asset will increase. අපි motor vehicle එකක් purchase කරොත් සල්ලි දීලා assets වල nature එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ you pay the cash and purchase a motor vehicle. Got it? So anyhow, you all should have some sense of identifying what? Business transactions. always the business transactions change the nature or the amount of the business resources. If you all need, you can write a small note in front of these accounting inputs. Business transactions and events. Business transactions and events. Business transactions and events change either nature or amount or either amount or nature of the business resources. Amount or nature of the business resources. Right. So now when you purchase a motor vehicle on cash basis, it changed the nature of the resources because cash went out, motor vehicle increases. As a result, cash has been converted into the motor vehicle. Clear? Yes. But when you obtain a bank loan or when owner introduces the money to the business, business cash balance or resources balance increases. As a result, what could happen? You can say due to that, business assets amount will increases, right? Okay. Hari. දැන් අපි කතා කරපු මේ examples ඔක්කොම ෂෙනාය අපිට කියපු example එකයි අපි කතා කරපු example එකයි ඔක්කොම transactions. All these are transactions, Sudha. So then what do you mean by the events? Events also identified as an accounting inputs. Sudha, all these, right? We are going to study one by one. දැන් මේ අපි මේ එක පාඩමක කතා කරන පළවෙනි පාඩමෙන් කතා කරන හැමදේම තමයි අපි අවුරුදු දෙකක් ඉගෙන ගන්න මතක තියාගන්න. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ නිසා මේක ගැන I don't think that you will have the 100% idea at this stage. You all have some idea. Okay. And later on, let me just develop one by one. දැන් මේක හරියට අපි මේ පළවෙනි පාඩම අපි කියන හරියට අර bird eye view. ඒ කියන්නේ කුරුල්ලෙක්ට උඩ ඉඳන් මුළු මේ පලාතම පේනවනේ. යා උඩට ගියාට පස්සේ bird eye එකකට. පැහැදිලිද? එතකොට එයාට මුළු picture අපි කියන big picture analysis. හැබැයි ඊට පස්සේ අපි කරන්නේ පල්ලෙහාට ඇවිල්ලා එකින් එක කතා කරගෙන යනවා. right? එතකොට පළවෙනි පාඩමෙන් අපි මේ කතා කරන්නේ road map එකක්. right? හරි. okay. What is the difference between the transactions and the events, Sudha? What do you think? What's the difference between the transactions and the events? Any idea? Shipnas, we have some idea about what's the transactions and the events, Sudha. What's the difference between the transactions and the events? Tevindi Bandara, any idea about the transactions and the events, Sudha? Tisuri, what's the difference? Sudha, main difference is this. When it comes to the transactions, to do a transactions, how many parties you need? Right? To do a transactions, how many parties you need, Sudha? You need 2 parties. To do a transactions, how many parties you need? You need 2 parties. Business and another person, right? So then when owner introduces a capital to the business, there were 2 parties, owner and the business. When business obtained a bank loan, there were 2 parties, business and the bank. When you purchase a stock on credit, there were 2 parties, business and the creditor. Got it? Right. But when it's come to the events, what is happening? When it's come to the events, the same thing take place. What's the same thing? Business resources amount or the nature will be changed, but there will not be an involvement of another party. Without an involvement of another party, if the business assets or resources amount or nature change, you identify that as what? Events. එතකොට event එකකදී වෙන්නේ අර business එකේ resources වෙනස් වෙනවා. හැබැයි පුතා මොනවාද? Third party involvement එකක්. There's no any involvement of another party. For an example, damages of the stock, expirations of the stock, bad debts, appreciations of the value of the assets. All these could take place. As a result, what will happen? Business amount or the nature of the assets will be changed. But is there an involvement or influence of another party? No. Then can you consider that as a transactions? No. Then it is an event. Hope you could understand the difference between what and what. Transactions and the events. That's the basis. So then you can say many differences here. Yes, is an depreciation an event? Yes, we can say, but usually we identify that as an adjustment. That is another type of accounting input. But yes, at this moment you can say yes, right? Yes, but we identify that as an adjustment. Later we'll discuss, right? That's what I told you, right? We are not going to discuss all the things 100%, right? We'll discuss it to some extent at this stage. Okay, now do you understand the difference between the transactions and the events, Vita? Transactions and the events? Hopefully yes, right? Okay, then write a question. What are the differences between transactions and the events? What are the differences between transactions and the events? Right. What do you say, Buddha? Under the transactions, you could say there is an involvement of another party. There is an involvement of another party. There's an involvement of another party. Example, there is an involvement of another party. Examples, cash purchases, credit sales, capital introduced by the owner, etc. Right. When it's come to the events, there is no involvement of another party. There is no involvement of another party. There is no involvement of another party. Example, impairment losses, stock damages. Impairment losses, you might have studied in O levels as the bad debts, right? But now we do not identify it as a bad debts. We call as impairment losses on the trade receivables. Revaluations of non-current assets, etc. Just right, we'll explain later. Revaluations of non-current assets, etc. Is that clear for you? Yes, right. And Abhuda, what were the accounting inputs, transactions and the events? And you have some idea about what were the transactions and what were the events, right? I have uploaded a OTQ, right? Mama OTQ එකක් upload kara. How many of you all have done that, Puta? I think I have seen some of you all have attended. Most of you all have attended that. In that OTQ, right? So then from the next week onwards, from this week onwards, there will be right. The method so you said the bad debts comes under the events, but it is the debtors in no. Puta, එතන transaction එකක් නෙමෙයි වෙන්නේ නේ. Right? There's no any transactions. Again, exchange of resources නෑ එතන. There's no any exchange of transaction එකකදී there has to be exchange of resources. අපි යාට දෙනවා, අපි යාගෙන් යමක් ගන්නවා. එතන exchange එකක් වෙනවනේ. මෙතන transaction එකක් නෙමෙයි මෙතන වෙන්නේ. අපිට හම්බ වෙන්න තියෙන දෙයක් හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා අපි දැනගන්න. අතන data කෙනෙක් හිටියට එයාත් එක්ක exchange එකක් එතන වෙන්නේ නැහැ. There won't be any exchange. දැන් එයා සල්ලි ගෙවුවොත් there's exchange. අපි යාට sell කරද්දී there's an exchange of resources with another party. Right? That is what is happening. Right? Therefore, usually the bad debts we identified as an events. The donation can we consider as an event? Sudha, donations you can't consider as an event because you are giving to another person. No? දැන් මේ දෙක අතර ඩිෆරන්ස් එක ලොකුවට කතා කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ එක්සෑම් එකේදී. පැහැදිලිද? If you wanted to exactly know something, so then we'll have very detailed discussions, right? So then examiner will never ever ask the difference between the events and the what transactions. You all have a little bit of idea about this. That is what is always happening for us. We just follow something not necessary. Essentials දේවල් පස්සේ අපි ගොඩාක් යනවා වෙනුවට අපි යන්නේ අපිට මේ එක්සෑම් එකට ගොඩක් අදාළ නැති දේවල් තමයි අපි උඩට දාගන්න යන්නේ. මේ දෙක අතර ඩිෆරන්ස් එක then you all can ask any questions, right? That doesn't matter, but puta, you all should know for which we have to give the priorities. Puta, basically transactions and the events, the difference between these two will not be tested at all in your paper, right? ඒ දැන ඒ කියන්නේ එහෙම අහන්නේ නැහැ කියලා අපිට මේක මේ ඉගෙන ගන්න එපා කියන එක නෙමෙයි මම කියන්නේ. මම කියන්නේ අර මේ ඒක තව දුරටත් අපි ඒක පස්සෙම යන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ කියන්නේ හැම ට්‍රාන්සැක්ෂන් එකක්ම අපි අඳුරගෙන ඒ ට්‍රාන්සැක්ෂන් එක හැම දෙයක්ම අපි අඳුරගෙන ඒක ට්‍රාන්සැක්ෂන් එකක්ද ඒක ඉවෙන්ට් එකක්ද කියන ලෙවල් එකට අපි යන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. පැහැදිලිද? 95% of the things are transactions. Balance 5% or less even you identify. There's an events basically, right? Events වල තියෙන main දේ තමයි there's no any exchange of resources with another person, another party, right? So මෙතෙන්දී donation එකකදී we are giving, right, to someone else's. ඒතර එයා අහන්න නැතේ මේ චමිත්‍ය අහන්න නැතේ question එක donation එකකදී එහෙන් දෙනවා මෙහෙන් එහෙට එන්නේ නැහනේ. තේරුණාද? මම එක කියන්නේ ඒවා අපි එච්චර හිතන්නේ නැතුව යන් ඉස්සරහට. මොකද අපි මහන්සි වෙන්න ඕන දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. අපි හරියට 100% අඳුර ගන්න ඕන දෙයක් නෙමෙයි ඒක. දැන් අපි එහෙම වුණොත් සිලබස් එක අපිට ගොඩක් ඉවර කරගන්න බැරි වෙනවා. නේ? අපි we have to more focus on something important, right? That's what I told you even at the beginning. මට ඕනේ මේ සිලබස් එකේ ඔයාලට ඒක තමයි ටීචර් කෙනෙක්ගෙන් වෙන්න ඕන දේ. සිලබස් එකේ තියෙන ටික ඔක්කොම එක එක්ස්ටෙන්ඩ් එකකින් කරනවා වෙනුවට අපි ફોකස් කරන්න ඕන දේ ඔයාලට ගයිඩ් කරන එක. නැත්නම් සිලබස් එක බලලා ඔයාලට ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාලට ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකේ තියෙනවා you can study, නේ? right? හැබැයි ඒක නෙමෙයි අපෙන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. We have to give what is important and what is not important, right? හරි. මේක ගැන එච්චර එලවන්න යන්න එපා. ඔයා ફોකස් කරන්න ඕන දේවල් ඕන තරම් ඉස්සරහට එනවා. හරි. Even in the teacher's guide they have not classified this particular thing, right, as a transaction events. මම ඔයාට පොඩි idea එකක් දෙන්න කතා කරා. හරි. අපි ආපහු එමු අපි කතා කර හිටපු තැනට. We were talking about the OT keys. මේ in these OT keys පුතා I have included some questions, right? I have included some questions from the area which I have not discussed as well. For an example, I asked some of the things as assets, liability, equity, income, or expenses classification. That is our next session. අපේ දෙවනි පාඩම එක. දැන් අපි තාම ඉන්න පළවෙනි පාඩමේනේ. ඉතින් මේ දෙවනි පාඩමේ කොටසුත් දාලා තියෙනවා. පුළුවන් කට්ටිය කරන්න, බැරි කට්ටිය එහෙම තියාගෙන ඉන්න. ඒවා එතකොට මම මේක අමතක වෙලා හරි බැරි වෙලා හරි නෙමෙයි දැම්මේ. For you to refresh your knowledge only I have given that. So to keep doing those OT keeps and you will get another 1 or 2 within next week. Hari. OT keeps කරපු නැති කට්ටිය කරන්න. Okay පුතා. We'll go back to the sessions, right? What we have studied, we were studying the accounting process, financial accounting process. I told you financial accounting process has 3 elements, same as the other processes: input, processing activities, and the outputs. And we were doing the accounting inputs, right? And then thereafter we need to talk about the processing activities. With these processing activities in accounting, we identified as what can functions in accounting. This is extremely important. Make up ඕන තරම් ප්‍රශ්න අහලා ඕන තරම් කතා කරමු. Right? Okay, Buddha. Write a question. What are the functions in financial accounting? What are the functions in financial accounting? What are the functions in financial accounting? Right. Okay, Buddha. Could you write this down one by one again? Functions in financial accounting. First one. Recognitions and the measurement. Next, recording. classification, summarization, and interpretation. Right. Okay. Puta, what does this say? Whenever a transaction take place, first of all, we need to identify, first of all, we need to recognize and measure it before recording anything. That may recording and the measurements කියලා කියන්නේ බොහොම බරපතල වචනයක්. මතක තියාගන්න. It's not easy as we think. Recognitions and measurements. Right. හරි. දැන් ඔන්න හැමෝම නිදිමත වගේ දැනෙනවා නම් පොඩක් ඔළුව දෙපැත්තට ගසලා ලෑස්ති වෙන්න. We are going to discuss something very, very important. We are going to discuss something very, very important. Right. Okay, Puta. Accounting process, financial accounting process has the 5 main functions, right? According to your teacher's guide, one is recognitions and the measurements, recording, classification, summarizations, and the interpretation. What was the first functions in accounting? Recognitions and measurement. Hari. Mama metana podi example එකක් ඔයාලට දෙන්නම්. What is the recognitions and the measurement? Right. මම පොඩි question එකක් අහන්න ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ. Shenali Palkola, are you there, Puta? Shenali?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shenali, ඔන්න බලන්න මේ මේකෙන් හැමෝම ඉගෙන ගන්න. මම මේ Shenali ගෙන් අහන question එකෙන්. Shenali, have you studied, have you done business and accounting studies in your O levels, Puta?
Yes, sir.
Good. Can I ask the grade? Have you got A pass?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. Right, okay. I'm asking very simple question. If business paid owner's personal electricity bill, if business paid owner's personal electricity bill, you consider that amount as an expense or the drawings of the business.
Drawings of the business.
Exactly. මම ඒ question එක ආපහු කියන්නම්. business එක ඕනගේ personal electricity bill එක business එකේ සල්ලි වලින් ගෙවුවොත් අපි ඒක අන්න වචනේ recognize කරන්නේ drawings the expense. The Shanali was correctly said what it need to be recognized as a what drawings. That is the recognitions. You should know exactly how do we recognize the transaction. එහෙනම් පුතා මේ අවුරුදු දෙකම ඉගෙන ගත්තත් මුළු ජීවිත කාලෙම ඔයා accounting ඉගෙන ගත්තත් ඔයාට ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙනවා recognitions ගැන. තේරුණාද? recognitions ගැන. අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා ඉස්සරහට අපි LKS2 කියලා ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. LKS2 වලදී අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා what we recognize as an inventory. මේ grade 13 වල මන් තියෙන දෙයක් අපි කතා කරන්නේ. පැහැදිලිද? ඊළඟට අපි කතා කරනවා මොනවාද? What we recognize as what? Property, plant and equipments. Right? ඔය හැමදේම අපි මෙතනින් එහාට ඉගෙන ගන්න හැමදේම recognize. දැන් ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද මේ recognitions කියන වචනේ බරපතලකම? නිකන් අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් හිතන්නේ recognitions කියලා කියන්නේ source document එකක් trace කරන එක කියලා. නෑ. එතනින් එහාට ගියපු ලොකු දෙයක් මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා. Right? Recognitions. Now Shanali correctly identified what? Owner's personal expenses as what? Kiana. Drawings. That means that is a recognition. Correctly. හරියට අපි අඳුර ගන්න. අනේ ඒකට අපිට accounting ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. දැන් Shanali එක දන්නේ Shanali has studied separate entity concepts in O levels. ඉතින් අපි එතෙන්ට එන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මේ O levels වල commerce කරපු නැති කට්ටියත් මෙතන තියෙයි. ඒගොල්ලෝ බය වෙන්න එපා. We'll have the detailed discussion. Now do you all understand what? Now do you all have some idea about what the recognitions? හරි. එතකොට ඒක recognize කරලා අපි measure කරන්න එපේ. How to measure it? That is what the measurement. අපි තමු owner's personal electricity bill incurred by the business rupees 10,000. And how much you record? 10,000. That is what the recognitions. Right. And now you have some idea about what the recognitions and the measurement. That is the first functions in accounting. Okay. Recognize what exactly the transaction is, and then thereafter you measure it, then thereafter you measure it, and after that the measure karanne api hidamu 5000 was stock, sorry, 1000 units of stock you bought at 50. 1000 units of stock you bought at 50. And how much the value? 1000 into 50, 50,000. Okay. When you purchase at 50,000, when you purchase at 50,000, you have received 10% trade discount. 50,000 into 10%, 45,000. 45,000. Now, how much you need to record as a value of the purchases? 45,000. Measurement. Recognitions and the measurements. Okay. After the recognitions and the measurements, then thereafter what you do? After you properly recognize the transactions, after you properly measure the transactions, then what you gonna do? Recording. I record karanne. Tisuri, why do we record the transactions, Puta?
To for the purpose of accounting.
Yes. මම මෙහෙම බොස් සරල ප්‍රශ්න මම තිසුරගෙන් අහන්න. තිසුරි අයියා notes ටික මම දෙන notes ටික ඔයා ඔක්කොම ලියාගන්නේ ඇයි? Why do you write all the notes that I am giving?
It's easy then.
Oh, yes. Then මේ මම අහලා තියෙන විදිහට have you heard GLP series? GLP series?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, politician. Have you heard about GLP series?
Yes, sir.
Politicians, right? මම අහලා තියෙන විදිහට මේක ඇත්තද බොරුද දන්නේ නැහැ. එයා මේ යුනිවර්සිටි එකේදී notes ලිව්වේ නැහැලු. එයාට මතකයිලු. මම දන්නේ නැහැ මේක මම දන්නේ නැහැ. මම අහලා තියෙන විදිහට යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ ඉඳන් එයා notes ලිව්වේ නැහැ. එයාට මතකයිලු. එයා අහගෙන ඉන්නවා විතරයිලු. right? එතකොට අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට notes ලියන්නේ අපිට පස්සේ බලන්න මතක නැති හින්දානේ. නේ? අපි දැන් transactions කරනවා අපිට මතක නැහැ. ඒ හින්දා අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? We are what? Recording it. You got what I said? And what's the purpose of recording, right? The same purpose why you write your notes. අපිට පස්සේ බලන්න අපිට අමතක වෙයි කියලා තමයි what do? පුතා? We do the recording. Is that clear for you all? Right? And once you recognize, once you measure it, it need to be recorded. After recording, you need to properly classify them, right? What are assets? What are liabilities? What are assets? What are liabilities? What are income? What are expenses? What are credit purchases? What are cash purchases? Yes, right. ඔය ඔක්කොම කරාට පස්සේ you need to what? Summarize them. Then profit is a one figure of many transactions, right? දැන් අපි හිතමු ඔයා දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම කීල් සුපර් කොච්චර සේල් එකක් කරනවද අවුරුද්දට? හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ profit එක යා තනි figure එකකින් කියනවනේ. You got an asset. How many units they might sell? How many products they might sell? But end of the year, they are saying you this is our profit. It's 10,595,275 or whatever the figure they say. You got an asset. Summarizing, classify them properly and then summarize. And lastly, you need to interpret what is profit, what is earning per share. So then you should what they interpret. So then those are the 5 functions in accounting: recognitions and measurements, recording, classification, summarizations, and interpretations. We'll talk these one by one later on. Okay, right. ඊළඟට පුතා yes, right. අපි output ගැන වෙනම කතා කරනවානේ මේකේ. Okay. Recognitions and measurements. So in the recognitions and the measurements, what we do is basically the recognitions and the measurement functions we do with the source document, right? Basically recognitions and the measurement functions we do with the source document. So practically පුතා අපි accounting functions වල ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්නේ මොනවද? Creating a source document. For any transaction, creating a source document. So අපි තව පාඩම් දෙකක් විතර එහා පැත්ත ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. For each and every transaction, what is the source document you wanted to raise, right? When there's a credit sales, when there is a cash sales, when you purchase an assets on credit basis, what is the source document you wanted to raise? We are going to discuss, right? Then once you recognize and measure, I told you second function is recording. Puta, recording you do usually in accounting 2 places. First you record in the journal and next you record in a ledger. එහෙනම් හැම ගනුදෙනුවක්ම every transaction will be, every events will be recorded in two places. First in the journal, then in the ledger. Look at the two words that I have used. Record in the journal, copying to the ledger. Copying. So then you initially record in the journal, and then from the journal you copy to the ledger. How to record them in the journal, how to copy them to the ledger, we will talk, right? Hari. And on recognitions and the measurements, we talks about recording and then the classification, and after that summarization. But the summarization includes another two elements. One is the preparations of the trial balance and the preparations of the financial statement. At last, we do the interpretation after preparing the financial statements, right? Okay. Putha, can you all draw this particular thing? Recognitions and the mission. Make a diagram. මට ඉඩ මදි නිසා මම මේක slides දෙකකට අරගෙන තියෙනවා, but you all can draw it in one. Right? Can you all draw this financial accounting process illustration? Right. Recognitions and the measurements, recording, classification, and this one also. And if you finish it, just send me. Once you finish, just inform me. Previous slide you need. Okay. So what happens in interpretation? Because that part we'll do, right? That is the last functions in accounting. We'll talk about that later. Interpretations means we provide them in a way that they can understand. Preparations of the accounting ratios, analysis part, everything we'll do with that. Right. Okay. Right. I believe that you all have done with this. Okay. Right. Now, if I ask you to arrange these functions, source document, journals, ledger, trial balance, and the financial statement. What is the order? ඉස්සෙල්ලාම මේ process එකේ අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම account මේ කියන්නේ accountants ලාට physically කරන්න තියෙන දේනේ. අපි book keeper කියන වචනේ පාවිච්චි කරොත් book keeper ට physically කරන්න තියෙන දේවල්. ඉස්සෙල්ලාම එහෙනම් source document එක raise කරන්න වෙනවා. source document එක raise කරාට පස්සේ ඉස්සෙල්ලාම record කරන්න ඕනේ journal එකක. journal එකෙන් එයා ඊට පස්සේ copy කරන්න ඕනේ ledger එකට. ledger එකෙන් එයා trial balance එකක් හදනවා, and after that you prepare the financial statements. එහෙනම් can someone tell me what is the order, Putha? Can all of you all tell me what is the order? Source document, journal, and then the ledger, and then the trial balance, and at last what? Again, financial statements, and at last financial statements. Right? Okay. Okay. Right. Now this is how it has been illustrated then. Right. You can see. Yes, Putha?
Source documents, is it prime entry books?
I didn't get Putha. Yes, I.
So after source documents, it should come as prime entry books, right?
Yes. So then here, this particular process was correctly illustrated, Putha. Accordingly, the financial accounting process can be illustrated as follows. How? Taking place a transaction. Soon after the transaction take place, you raise the source document. Once you raise the source document, you update the journals. From the journals, you copy to the ledger. And from the ledger, you prepare the trial balance. That is apart from the usual process. I'll explain it later. That is apart from the usual process. But after preparing the trial balance, then you prepare, last one has to be, then you prepare financial statement. Here you could say financial statements. Right. Okay with that.
Then the journals is the prime entry books, right?
Yeah, journals is another name you use for the prime entry books. Journals, prime entry books, day books, subsidiary books. There are many words. Journals are subsidiary books for the prime entry books. Yes, you have to copy this. There is a question, financial statement should come under the interpretations. I'll explain it. Could you draw this quickly? According to the financial accounting process can be illustrated as follows. If you finish, just let me know.
Finish.
Yes. Right. Okay. Good. But the financial statement should come under the interpretations. But the preparations of the financial statement comes under summarization. Right. මේ අපි අර interpretation process එක තාම කතා කරේ නැහැ ඕගොල්ලොත් එක්ක. හේතුව ඔයාගේ syllabus එකේ grade 12 සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම අවුරුද්දක්ම වාට ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙන්නේ only up to what summarization. එහෙනම් we'll do up to the summarization. එතකොට there was a question, should we classify the financial statement, preparation of the financial statement under the interpretations? No, that comes under what? Again, summarizations. Under the summarization there are two, here you can see, right? Under the summarization there are two functions. One is what? Preparations of the trial balance. The other one is what? Preparations of the financial statements. Is that clear? Right. Can someone voluntarily tell me the order in the accounting process? Order in the accounting process. Financial accounting process. First one, taking place the transactions. Okay. Soon after the transaction take place, what is supposed to do?
Raise the source documents.
Exactly. You raise the source document, relevant source document. How to raise the source document? What are the source documents you want to raise? We'll do later. Okay, Buddha. Then once you raise the source document, what is the next step? Record them.
Updating journals.
Exactly. Record them in the journal. Or another name for the journal? Prime entry book.
Prime entry books.
Good. And once you record them in the journal, what's the next step, Buddha?
Copying to the ledgers.
Very good. Copy into the ledger. And after that,
Preparing trial balance.
exactly, preparing trial balance, and then you prepare the financial statement. But trial balance you identified usually apart from the ordinary process. I'll tell you the reason later. Right. Okay. Now you all can answer this question. Question number 5. Identify the sequential order of the following functions in the financial accounting process. All of you all should send your answers. All of you all should send the answers. Just mention A, B, C, D in order. Arrange the A, B, C, D in order. Right. I believe most of y'all, all of y'all are giving the same answer, which is correct answer. Right. What were the functions they have given? Preparations of the trial balance, raising the source document, copying to the ledger, recording in the journal, preparation of the financial statement. Putha, do you believe that in every year there is a question from this area? Right. There's a question from this area. Okay. What is the first? Preparation of the trial balance, raising the source document, copying to the ledger, journals, and preparing the financial statement. Yes. First thing is you need to raise the source document, right? Source document, respective source document. If it's a credit sales invoice, likewise, you have to raise the source document. And after that, D, which is recording them in the journal. After recording them in the journal, you need to copy to the ledger. Then that is C. And then after copy into the ledger, you need to prepare the trial balance, that is A. At last, you need to prepare the financial statement. And now what is the order? B, D, C, A, E. B, D, C, A, E. Right. Okay. At last, we are going to discuss what are the Kianputa outputs in financial accounting. What are the outputs in financial accounting? Right. Financial accounting process, we identified input, processing activities and the output. බලන්න output කියන එකට අපි දාලා තියෙන වචනේ මොකක්ද පුතා? Financial statements, right? Listen to this very carefully. පුතා, output of the financial accounting process, we identified as the financial statements. I told you at the beginning, accounting has two branches, financial accounting and the management accounting. Management accounting, keep this in your mind. Management accounting does not prepare financial statement. Let me repeat it again. Management accounting does not prepare financial statement. And our financial statements will be prepared only in the financial accounting. So the financial statement is an output of the financial accounting or the management accounting, financial accounting. Hope you could understand. Right. Hari. එහෙනම් පුතා මේ අපි financial accounting process එක අපි මේ කරන්නේ record කරන්නේ, measure කරන්නේ, recognize කරන්නේ, measure කරන්නේ, record කරන්නේ, classify, summarization, interpretations, all we do to get what? Output, which is called as financial statement. Financial statements la definition එක LKS 1 වල define කරලා තියෙනවා. Financial statement is a structured representations, right? LKS 1 define financial statement as what? Structured representations of operational performance, financial positions, and the changes in financial position. But at this stage, you don't want to study the definition for the financial statement. Therefore, you simply have some idea. You have some idea about what the financial statements. We'll keep that in your mind. If you do not have any idea, please be patient. In future, we'll have very detailed discussions on this. But for the moment, you should understand output of the financial accounting is called as the financial statements. But those financial statements are not prepared in the management accounting. Management accounting has a completely different type of outputs. Financial statements are output of the financial accounting. Is that clear for you, Buddha? Yes. Right. Okay. With that idea, we will move into this. Outputs in financial accounting. So the output of the financial statements are identified as the financial statements. Output of the financial statements are identified as a financial statement. So those outputs are 5 types. ඔයා O levels වල ඉගෙන ගත්ත මේකෙන් දෙකක්. Income statement, balance sheet. එහෙම නැත්නම් statement of financial positions. අපි A levels වලදී 5ක් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. There are 5 types of financial statement as per the case 1. And what are the 5 types of financial statement? Comprehensive income statement, statement of financial position, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity, notes to the accounts. මෙන්න මේ පහටම තනි වචනයක් අපි කියනවා general purpose financial statements. All these 5 you call as the GPFS. GPFS stand for general purpose financial statement. Right. Write there in outputs in financial accounting. And could you write these 5 down? What are the financial statements? What are the financial statements? You could say outputs in financial accounting, right? Outputs in financial accounting are known as financial statement. It consists with, write them down now, comprehensive income statement, statement of financial position, cash flow statement, changes in equity, and notes to the accounts. Write that down quickly.
Sir, you have muted your.
Right. What are the 5 types of general purpose financial statement? Make question ekata apa uttara liyanna. Write that down. Again, you write this. What are the 5 types of general purpose financial statements? What are the 5 types of general purpose financial statements? Within bracket, you write components of financial statements. These 5 you call as components of financial statements.
Sir, can you screen the previous slide, please?
Sure. Right. Finish. Right. General purpose financial statements, comprehensive income statement, statement of financial position, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity, notes to the accounts. ඔයත් මේ ඉගෙන ගනිද්දී මම දෙන weightage එක බලන්න සමහර sessions වලට, right? සමහර elements වලට අපි we are given a huge weightage, right? We are writing that twice and it will be repeatedly tested in your paper. And whatever the questions that we do, right? If it is so, then you have to more focus on that. Not everything what is in the syllabus, right? Okay, could you answer this question down quickly? Now almost everything that you wanted to know with regard to the financial accounting process at this stage we have done, Puta. Now answer this question and send me your answers correctly. Right. Most are saying number 1 is correct. We'll see. What is the question? Which of the following shows the correct sequential order in the financial accounting? Preparation of the financial statement, update in the journal, taking place the transaction. Yes. What has to be take place first? You have to take place the transaction. Yeah, taking place the transaction. It has to be then C. අපි මේ ටික මේ පොඩි issue එකක් තියෙනවා නේද ඔයගොල්ලෝ questions ලියද්දි. So then we'll make this as A and we'll make this as B. We'll make this as C, D, and E. Right. Now I think it is fine. Right. Okay. What's the first transaction? C. Yes, taking place the transactions. Before raising the source document, transaction has to take place, no? And then raising the source document. C and then E. Okay, fine. Then soon after the source document, raising the source document, you need to record them in the journal. That is B. Okay, recording them in the journal. And then after recording them in the journal, you have to copy that to the ledger. Okay, then you copy it to the ledger. And at last, you prepare what? Financial statement. Right, good. This is question number 7. But now you have some idea about, right? Now I believe that you have some idea about what's the financial accounting process. We said financial accounting is a process which has 3 elements: input, processing activities. Processing activities we also identified as a functions in accounting, and outputs. Functions in accounting, recognitions and the measurements, recording, classification, summarizations, and the interpretations. Outputs in the financial accounting we call as the financial statements. Those are 5 types. What? Comprehensive income statement, statement of financial position, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity, and notes to the accounts. Those are the 5 types of financial statements. Is that clear for you all? Yes. Right. Okay. Now we'll go back to the material again. Right. Management accounting process. Pruta, we were talking about the financial accounting process. Now we more focuses on the management accounting process. මෙතෙන්දී පුතා ඔයා වැඩිපුරම ඔයාගේ ඔළුව දාන්න ඕනේ, ඔළුව පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනේ just to identify the outputs in the management accounting process. Outputs in the management accounting process. We should understand financial accounting has, right, same as the financial accounting, management accounting also has a 3 main elements: input, processing activities, and the output. The inputs are historical and the budgeted information, whereas in the financial accounting, puta, we uses only the past information, historical information. But when it's come to the management accounting, we use the historical as well as the budgeted future information. Got it? And in that process, not like the financial accounting process, here in the management accounting process, it has 3 main components, 3 main steps, 3 main functions: planning, budgeting, and the controlling. Right? Those are the 3 main functions. But you don't want to remember all these. The most important here we're going to talk about output. Puta, financial accounting had only 1 output, which is financial statement. That we classified into 5, but financial accounting had only 1 output. What that is? Financial statement. But financial statements are not provided by the management accounting. But management accounting, according to the requirement of the managers, it may have what? Variety of outputs. It may be a budgeted report. It may be accounting ratios, common activity analysis, project appraisal report, marginal cost information. It could be anything. It could be anything. Hope you could understand, right? එහෙනම් මේවා අපි එකින් එක කතා කරමු. එහෙනම් පුතා, what are the outputs of the management accounting? Budgeted statements. දැන් අපි ඊළඟ අවුරුද්ද income එක කීයද, ඊළඟ අවුරුද්ද expenses එක කීයද, what is the cash requirement, everything. Accounting ratios, common size balance sheets. We'll talk about these things later, right? Okay, puta. This is the management accounting process, right? Can you simply quickly draw this management accounting process? Any difference between the historical and the past transaction? No, past transactions only we identified as the historical information. Sudha. Past transactions only we identified as a historical information. Here, management accounting uses historical or a past transaction as well as the future information as well. They use both in management account. That is one of the main difference. Right. Could you simply draw this management accounting process? Write all these outputs properly. Huh? One has finished. I'll give another 2 more minutes for you. Right. Then Abdullah is asking a question, sir. Then management accounting uses both past and future information. Exactly, yes. That's what I wanted to say. They uses past and future information, and also they provide the past and future information. Management accounting more focuses on the future information. Right? Management accounting more focuses on the future informations because financial accounting doesn't provide the future informations. That is why managers created their own system. Clear? Right. Okay. Now this is the whole about the entire things about the management accounting process, but both are processes which consist in the input processing activities and the output. Right. Okay. Based on your knowledge, could you answer this question? Question number 8. Classify the following outputs in the process of accounting as a outputs in financial accounting and the management accounting. Okay. Could you provide the answer? Right. Okay. Comprehensive income statements is what? Exactly.
Financial accounting.
Exactly. It's a financial accounting output. Project appraisal report. That is management.
Management accounting.
Management accounting.
Exactly. It is a management accounting. Accounting ratios are
Management accounting.
Management.
exactly. And expansion. That is a financial accounting. So there are 5 general purpose financial statements: comprehensive income statement, statement of financial position, cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity. At last, what's the last one? Expansionary notes. Having the expansionary notes also what output of the what to the financial accounting. Sorry, financial accounting. Right. We need to talk about the differences between the financial accounting and the management accounting. But before that, shall we answer some other questions as well if it is available. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. We'll talk about the differences between the financial account and the management account. There will be now really good questions hereafter through the OTQs. දැන් අපිට OTQs පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේ විනාඩියක් අහගන්න ආපහු මම කියන්නම් මගේ විදිහ. මම අර ප්‍රශ්න ගොඩාක් කරන ගොඩාක් වැඩ කරන කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි. හැබැයි ඕන වැඩේ හරියටම ફોකස් කරලා කරන කෙනෙක්. මුලදී අපිට හරි ඉන්ට්‍රස්ටිං questions ගොඩාක් කරන එක. නමුත් අන්තිමටම ඔයා දන්නේ නැහැ ඔයා කරලා තියෙන්නේ මොනවාද සහ ඔයා නොකර තියෙන්නේ මොනවාද කියන දේ. එක්සෑම් එක කිට්ටු එද්දී සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් තුනක් ඔයාලට තියෙනවානේ. ඒ සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් තුනෙන් එක සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක් විතරක් ફોකස් කරලා එක සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක් පස්සෙන් විතරක් ගිහිල්ලා ඔයාට මේක දිනන්න බෑ. පැහැදිලිද? ඔයා යුනිවර්සිටි යන එකනේ අපේ මේන් ඔබ්ජෙක්ටිව් එක. right. So යුනිවර්සිටි යන්න එක සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක් පාස් වෙලා බෑ. එතකොට මගේ පර්පස් එක තමයි මේකේ වෙයිටේජ් එක පුළුවන් තරම් ඔයාට අඩු කරලා දෙන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ A levels වලට accounting කියන සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක ඔයාට ලේසියෙන් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. පැහැදිලිද? අන්න ඒ තැනට ඔයාට එන්න පුළුවන් නම් if you have that mind when it's so close to the exam නේ exam එකට දැන් බොහොම ළඟ වෙලා තියෙදි මට accounting ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. දැන් අපි 2020 කට්ටිය ගොඩක් අපිට ඒ කමෙන්ට් එක දෙනවා. So then we have completed the syllabus. Even with these conditions we have completed their syllabus right 2 months before the exam. Right, and we have started the now mock examinations with them. Right. So then now when we talks about them, yes, what they say was, yes, we have the confidence. So every year, that's what we need. ඒක තමයි අපිට අහන්න පුළුවන් සතුටුම වචනේ ගුරුවරයෙක් විදියට. නෑ සර් විභාගයට යන්න කලින් අපිට අහන්න පුළුවන් ඒක. නෑ අපිට accounting වලට ලොකු බරක් නෑ. කියලාද? ඒ නිසා මගේ question papers වලදී මම focus කරන්නේ ඔයාගේ paper එකේ අහන්න පුළුවන් જાතියේ ප්‍රශ්න සහ ඔයාගේ paper එකේ weightage එක. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ නිසා මේ ගොඩාක් ප්‍රශ්න නෑ. You don't get many questions, right? ඒක try කරන්නත් එපා. හැබැයි කරන questions කීප සැරයක් කරන්න. Frequency is the most important thing. Right? Frequency is the most important thing. Right? Try to do the questions. It's limited question but many times. නේ හැම question එකක්ම කීප සැරයක් කරන්න. පළවෙනි පාර කරද්දී ඔයාට යමක් තේරෙයි. දෙවෙනි පාර කරද්දී ඊට වඩා යමක් තේරෙයි. තුන්වෙනි පාර කරද්දී ඊටත් වඩා යමක් තේරෙයි. හැබැයි හතරවෙනි පස්වෙනි පාර කරද්දී ඔයාට මම උගන්වපු නැති දේවල් තේරෙයි. අන්න ඒක තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා කියලා කියන්නේ. මට ඔයාට පුළුවන් මේ කැල්කියුලේටර් එක හදන විදිය කියලා දෙන්න. නේ මේ කැල්කියුලේටර් එක හදන විදිය මට ඔයාට කියලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඔයා හදන්නේ මේ වගේම කැල්කියුලේටර් එකක් නම් මගෙන් ඉගෙනගෙන ඔයා ඉගෙනගෙන නෑ ඇත්තටම. ඔයා හදන්න ඕනේ මේ කැල්කියුලේටර් එක හදන විදිය මගෙන් ඉගෙනගෙන මොකක්ද මේ වගේ වෙන එකක් හදන්න. මීට වඩා හොඳ එකක් හදන්න. මීට වඩා අඩුවෙන් හදන්න. අඩු ගානකට හදන්න. මීට වඩා ස්පීඩ් එකක් හදන්න. හරිද? අන්න එහෙම ඉගෙන ගත්තොත් ඔයා ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයා ඉගෙන ගන්න මේ කැල්කියුලේටර් එකම හදන්න නම් ආපහු ඔයා ඇත්තටම ඉගෙනගෙන නැහැ. පැහැදිලි නේද? ඉතින් ඒ නිසා මේ ඔයයි තනියෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. ඔයයි questions නිතර කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔයයි අලුත් දෙයක් හිතන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම අලුත් දේවල් හිතන්න නම් ගොඩක් දේවල් කරලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. නේ? මේ බෲස් ලී ගැන අහලා ඇති ඔයගොල්ලෝ. මේ එයාගේ හොඳ කෝට් එකක්, එයාගේ හොඳ ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා. එයා කියනවා මම බය මේ පාරවල් 1000ක් ඉගෙන ගත්ත කෙනෙක්ට නෙමෙයි. මම බය එකපාර 1000 සැරයක් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරපු කෙනෙක්ට. නේ? එකම shot එක එයා 1000 if someone has practiced 1000 times a same shot then he is the person. එයා බය එයාටලු. yes right. මම කියන්නේ එක question එක 1000 සැරයක් හදන්න කියන එක නෙමෙයි. හැබැයි හදන දේ හරියට කරන්න. හදන questions ටික ඒකට තමයි අපි ඉන්නේ. ඕන දේ මොනවද කියලා ඔයාලට කියලා දෙන්න. හැබැයි ඒක ඔයා you have to be expert. දැන් මේ OTQ එක මම ඔයාලට එකපාරක් කරා. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ questions ටික ආපහු කරන්න try කරන්න. ඔයාලට දෙන questions උත් එනවා. ඒතර මගේ questions වල මම හෙන්න ගොඩක් ඔයාලට වැඩ කරවන්නේ ගොඩක් නැහැ. නමුත් කරන ටික ගැන you have to be an expert. You have to be an expert. You have to do them many times. right? අරවා මේවා ඔයා මේවා කියලා ගොඩක් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. right? ඒක තමයි මගේ ස්ට්‍රැටජි එක. මම හිතනවා ඒක වාට යූස්ෆුල් වෙයි. එතකොට ඔයා මාත් එක්ක දිගටම පන්ති කරන නිසා මගේ විදිහ ඉගෙන ගන්න, මගේ විදිහ තේරුම් ගන්න. right? Okay, there will be another OTQs for you hopefully by this month. නිකන් ඔහේ questions දාන්නේ නැහැ, important questions ටික ඔයාලට දාන්නේ. ඒවන් නිතර keep doing them properly. right? හරි. Now we are moving into very important area in this session. ඔයා මගෙන් අහුවොත් එහෙම what is the most important area in this session? This is the most important area in the entire discussions today. What is the difference between the financial accounting and the management accounting? So we have identified there are two branches in accounting. Basically there were two branches in accounting, basically financial accounting and the management accounting. Now here we are going to discuss what is the meaning of, what is the difference of financial accounting and what is the difference of management. What's the difference between actually the financial accounting and the management? What are the characteristics of financial accounting and what are the characteristics of management accounting? Right. We'll go to the beginning. At the beginning of this session, I think I asked a question from y'all. I asked a question from y'all. What was that question? Which branch of accounting was initially created? Is it the financial accounting or the management accounting? You all said management accounting, but later on I said no, it's a financial accounting. No. Initially apu branch of financial accounting. Later on, subsequently, the management accounting was created. And I told you the reason also later why management accounting have been created. The management accounting provide the information for the internal stakeholders, exclusively for the internal stakeholders. Why managers has created their own system then? Because financial accounting doesn't provide the sufficient information for them. Then puta api me external stakeholder, employee kenek, supplier kenek, lender kenek, creditor kenek ganna decisions walata wada eha giyapu decision managers la gannawane. They are taking some more information. So the very important decisions, day-to-day decisions, right? Enough for them. They are the ones who plan the business. They are the ones who drive the business. They are the ones who control the business. Therefore, they need some information more than what is provided in the financial accounting. But financial accounting does unable to provide that, doesn't provide that. Therefore, they created their own system. And that you have to understand. Financial accounting was initially created, but it has some weaknesses, it has some drawbacks, it has some limitations. Therefore, managers created, right? Therefore, a managers created a own system, right, for their own system, which is called what? Management accounting, right? Therefore, Puta, basically when we talks about the differences between the financial accounting and the management accounting, actually these differences are what? Weaknesses in the financial accounting, but those weaknesses were not there in the management accounting. Therefore, you identify that as a difference. දැන් මේ ඇත්තටම අපි differences කියලා කතා කරන්නේ වෙන මොකුත් නෙමෙයි. Financial accounting වල තියෙන weaknesses, drawbacks, limitations. ඔය limitations ටික අලුතෙන් create කරපු management accounting වල නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපි අඳුර ගන්නවා එක මොකක් විදිහටද? difference එකක් විදිහට. That clear? If you have, before discussing the difference between the financial accounting and the management accounting, if you have that idea in your mind, it is very much easier to differentiate the financial accounting and the management accounting. Hope you could understand. Right. Okay, Vita. Api hena yanawa to discuss the financial accounting and the management accounting differences. Right. Okay. The first main difference, with our financial accounting provide the information for both external and whom? Internal stakeholder. Yes. They more focuses on the external stakeholder, right? Financial accounting more focuses on the external stakeholder, but that is provided the information for the management as a. Managers financial accounting information that is a responsibility of the managers in preparing the financial statement. The regular financial accounting information is available නෑ කියලා කියන්න බෑනේ, right? හැබැයි අපි මෙතනම focus කරන්නේ වැඩිපුරම කාවද? External stakeholders level. Well, the managers has what? Something called management accounting. Internal stakeholders has something called management accounting to use to get their information, right? එන පුතා අපි පොඩි question එකක් ලියා ගමු. එන තමයි heading එක ලියා ගමු. Differences between the financial accounting and the management accounting. Write the heading, differences between the financial accounting and the management accounting. Right. One side you take the financial accounting, other side you take the management accounting. Financial accounting and the management accounting. Right. And under the financial accounting, you would say, under the financial accounting, you could say, provide information for both external and internal stakeholders. Provide information for both external and internal stakeholders. On the other side, you can say, provide information exclusively for internal stakeholders. Provide information exclusively to internal stakeholders. Right. Exclusively to internal stakeholders. බලන්න මම මේ definition එක දෙද්දී මම මේ difference එක දෙද්දී I didn't say හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න. I didn't say financial accounting provide the information for both internal and external. I didn't say internal external. How did I say? External and internal. That means you have to more focus on the external, right? Don't write external and internal and external. You better write what? මොකක් ලියුවත් ඔයාලා ලකුණු හම්බ වෙයි. හැබැයි ඔයා ඒ ලියන ඔයා දෙන priority එක අනුව බලන කෙනාට තේරෙනවා ඔයා හරියට මේක තේරුම් අරගෙන තියෙනවද නැද්ද කියන දේ. Right. Okay. Next one. Provide past and present information. පුතා, financial accounting basically provide what information, Sudha? Only the past and present information. Financial accounting provide basically what information? Can past and present information. හැබැයි that was one of the weaknesses, that is one of the limitations in financial accounting. Puta, managers need future information basically. එයාට අද cash balance එක කීයක් තියෙනවද කියලා දැනගන්නවා වගේම වැඩිපුර දැනගන්න ඕනේ තව අවුරුද්දකට පස්සේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඊළඟ මාසේ cash balance එක කීය වෙයිද කියලා. මොකද එතකොට තමයි යාට arrangement එක bank loan එකක් ගන්නවද, share issue කරනවද, assets purchase කරනවද. You all have to plan. Managers has to plan. Therefore, more than the past information, they need the future information. How much will be the income for the next year? How much will be the expense for that particular year? How much the value of the assets that you wanted to buy in the next year? So then accordingly only they can make the plans. Therefore, more than the past information, more than the present information, they need the future information. But financial accounting doesn't provide that. Therefore, in the system that they created, they created a system which provide the future information as well. And the management accounting provide the past information, it provides the future present information as well. But more importantly, they provide the future information as well. Yes. And financial accounting provide only the past and the present information, but the management accounting provide past, present, and future information. Okay. Could you answer that as well? Under the financial accounting provide past and present informations only. Provide only past and present information. On the other side, provide past, present, and future information. Underline the word future information. Right. Next one. Puta, financial accounting basically provides summarized information. But management accounting provide basically what information, Puta? Kiana? Detailed information. What do you mean by that? Right. Look at this. Financial accounting basically provide the what information? Summarized information. Now, if you look at the income statement of a business, අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම John Keels ලගේ JK marketing company එක. ඒකේ ඒගොල්ලෝ හදන income statement. Income statement has that particular income statement has the total value of the sales, cost of sales, gross profit, total expenses, everything. But that income statement is output of the financial accounting. But that income statement, does that income statement includes how many units has been sold from each and every product and the each and every brand? Are you in the positions of identifying that month-wise breakup, geographical area-wise breakup, brand-wise breakup? Are you in the positions of knowing it? පුළුවන් ද ඔයගලන්ට එක තේරුම් ගන්න? Financial accounting වලින් එහෙම information දෙනවද? නෑ. හැබැයි managers ලට ඕනේ වැඩිපුරම විකුණන අපි cream cracker එකක් ගත්තොත්, if you take the cream cracker, Keels වල දැනගන්න ඕනේ cream cracker ලගේ වැඩියෙන්ම විකිනෙන්නේ cream cracker මේ product එකේ වැඩියෙන්ම විකිනෙන්නේ Maliban එකද Munchie එකද? එයා ඒක දැනගන්න ඕනේ. හාල් වල වැඩිපුරම විකුණෙන්නේ මොන brand එකද? නාඩුද සම්බද, කීරි සම්බද, බාස්මතිද? They should know. If you take a milk powder, for what they have the higher amount of demand, right? Is it Highland or is it Anchor or is it Ratti? They should know. But you cannot get that by referring to the income statements. That has only the total value of the sales you made. Right? පුතා ඒක ඒ demand එක සමහර වෙලාවට geographical area wise උත් වෙනස් වෙනවා. දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම කුරුණෑගල, කෑගල්ල, අනුරාධපුරය, පොළොන්නරුව වගේ පැතිවල සමහර වෙලාවට ඒගොල්ලෝ වැඩිපුර මේ හාල් විතර ගන්නවා ඇත්තේ නාඩු. හැබැයි මෙහෙට එද්දී සමහරට එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. කොලම්බෝ 7 වලට එද්දී සමහරට එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ බාස්මති වලට යනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ සම්බා වලට යනවා ඇති. එතකොට එයා දැනගන්න ඕනේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ outlets වලට goods deliver කරද්දී වැඩිපුරම කුරුණෑගල පැත්තට, පුත්තලමට, එහෙම නැත්නම් කෑගල්ලට මොනවාද? වැඩිපුර නාඩු මේ හාල් යවන්න. You got to say. එතකොට මෙහෙට එවද්දී එතකොට ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක නිකන් ඔහේ සේල්ස් කරන්න බෑ. එතකොට ඒ ইনফර්මේෂන් දැනගන්න. ඒක පුතා ඒ වගේම තවත් එක වෙනස් වෙනවා මොනවාද? මේ seasonal variances. දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම මේ ක්‍රිස්මස් එක වෙද්දී ක්‍රිස්මස් එක වෙද්දී වත්තල, ජායල, නිගම්බෝ ඒ පැතිවල වැඩිපුර විකිනෙනවා බඩු. හැබැයි සමහර අර ක්‍රිස්මස් එක වෙද්දී අනුරාධපුරයේ පොළොන්නරුවේ කිසිම වෙනසක් නැහැ. Products වල. You got what I'm saying, right? Therefore, right, time to time, right, and from area to area and from product to product, managers should get the information. But financial accounting doesn't provide that. They just provide what? Summarize information. That is one of the weaknesses in what? Financial accounting. Therefore, managers have created a system which provide more detailed information, which is called management. Now, which branch of accounting provide more information? Which branch of accounting provide more information? Is it financial accounting or the management accounting? Management accounting. Financial accounting provide only summarize information. Okay, could you write that as well? Under the financial accounting, you could say it provides summarize information. Under the management accounting, you could say it provides detailed information. It provides detailed information. Right. And one more thing I couldn't mention here. One more thing I couldn't mention here, Puta. That is, right, Puta, financial accounting informations, right? When it comes to the financial accounting informations are available for the stakeholders once a year. අවුරුද්දට එක සැරේයි. Right? Financial accounting information are available for the stakeholders, basically for the external stakeholders only once a year. අවුරුද්දට එක සැරේයි information provide කරන්න. හැබැයි when it's come to managers ට පුළුවන් අවුරුද්දක් වෙනකම් බලාගෙන ඉන්න business එකේ මොකද උනේ කියලා. බෑ මේ business එක අවුරුද්දක්ම බලාගෙන ඉන්න බෑ. They have to know what is happening in the business. ගිය මාසේ profit එක කීයද, මේ මාසේ profit එක කීයද, මේ week එකේ profit එක. They should know that. They can't wait till the end of the year. Therefore, in the system that they created for them, they are in the positions of getting the information whenever managers need. Puta, look at this. management accounting provide the information whenever managers need. ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඕන ඕන යාට weekly information ඕනේ නම් weekly information provide කරන්න පුළුවන්. monthly information ඕන නම් monthly information ඒගොල්ලන්ට derive කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒගොල්ලන්ට hourly production එක ගැන information ඕන නම් yes obviously that is also available for them, right? Therefore keep in mind that is also another difference between what financial accounting and the management. එතකොට පුතා ඒක ඇත්තටම weakness එකක් නේද financial accounting වල. That is one of the weakness in the financial accounting, right? Okay, under the financial accounting you can say provided only once a year, available once a year, available once a year. On the other side you could say available whenever managers need. Available whenever managers need. Right. Whenever managers need. එයාලට ඕන ඕන වෙලාවට ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන්ස් ගන්න තමයි මේ සිස්ටම් එක ඒගොල්ලෝ හදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ. Right. What else? Puta, output of the financial accounting you called as a financial statement. I told this, right? අපි එක කතා කරා මුලදී. Output of the financial accounting you called as what, Puta? Financial statements. But when it's come to the management accounting doesn't provide what? Financial statements. Management accounting doesn't prepare the financial statement. Therefore, their objective is, their output is completely different. Mainly output of the management accounting you called as manager's report or the management report or the report to the manager. So then basically what we do is we are providing the report for the managers in taking the decisions. So that also you identified as another what Puta can differences in the financial accounting and the management accounting. Financial accounting's output is known as what? Financial accounting output is known as what? Kiana? Financial statements, but the management accounting outputs I don't identify as a financial statement, you identify that as a manager's report. Right. There you write. Output is known as financial statements. On the other side, output is mainly known as management report. මට වැඩිපුරම මෙතන කියන්න ඕනේ financial statements හදන්නේ නැහැ management accounting වලින්. Right. Another one. Puta, when it's come to the financial accounting, right? When it's come to the financial accounting, I told you financial accounting informations are prepared by the managers. No? Both financial accounting and the management accounting are prepared by the management. That is their responsibility. දැන් අපි තුන් shareholders ලගේ සල්ලි company එකක් පැත්තෙන් හිතුවොත් shareholders ලගේ සල්ලි manage කරන්නේ directors ලානේ, managers ලානේ. ඒතර managers has a responsibility to say what has done to their funds. ඒක තමයි ඔය උතන කරන්නේ. accounting වලින් කරන්නේ ඒකයි. balance sheet එකෙන් පෙන්නනවා shareholders ලගෙන් ගත්ත සල්ලි මොන assets වලද invest කරන්නේ. balance sheet එකෙන් එක පැත්තකින් කියන්නේ this is how much, this is what I have received from you all. The amount that I received from you, I have invested in the land this much, I have invested in the building this much, I have invested in the motor vehicle, stock, debtors, cash. ඒක නේද balance sheet එකෙන් කියන්නේ. ඊළඟට balance sheet එකේ තියෙන assets වලින් how much of income that you have generated. Been generating that income, how much the expenses that you have incurred. ඒක තමයි income statement එකෙන් කියන්නේ අපි. එතකොට පුතා financial accounting වල accounts හදන එක කාගේ responsibility එකක්ද? management එක responsibility එකක්. managers ලා කියන්න ඕනේ shareholders ලා දාපු සල්ලි වලට ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරේ කියන දේ. පැහැදිලි නේද? shareholders දුන්න සල්ලි වලට මොකද කරේ කියන එක ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන්න අවශ්‍යයි. එහෙනම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට financial accounting information හදන්න වෙනවද නැද්ද? අනිවාර්යෙන් හදන්න වෙනවා. management accounting optional. ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඒක තමන්ට කැමති විදියට ඕනේ නම් හදන්න පුළුවන්, ඕනේ නම් හදන්නේ නැතුව ඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. පැහැදිලිද? You got what I'm saying. මොකද managers ලට ඒගොල්ලන්ට බලන්න ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් ඩිසිෂන්ස් ගන්න. ඒගොල්ලන්ට සමහර දැන් හැම බිස්නස් එකකම මැනේජ්මන්ට් accounting නැහැ. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ මැනේජර්ස්ලා හිතනවා නෑ ෆයිනෑන්ෂල් accounting වල ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන්ස් වලින් අපි ඩිසිෂන්ස් ගන්නවා. they don't use the management accounting. Some of the businesses only prepared. එහෙනම් the financial accounting is compulsory to maintain or not? Compulsory to maintain. But the management accounting informations are what? Not compulsory. It's entirely optional. Entirely optional. In ඕනම business එකක financial accounting තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි it doesn't say that every business has a management accounting. Right? Management accounting, that is entirely discretions of the managers. They can decide whether they should have. මොකද ඒගොල්ලොම හදලා ඒගොල්ලොම බලන එකක් නේ. ඒක පිටට දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලෝ decide කරොත් ඒගොල්ලන්ට management accounting ඕනේ කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝ හදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒක compulsory legal requirement එකක් නෙමෙයි. පැහැදිලිද? එහෙනම් අපි ඒකත් difference එකක් විදිහට ලියා ගන්නවා. Under the financial accounting, it is compulsory to maintain. It is compulsory to maintain. Under the management accounting, it is entirely optional. It is compulsory to maintain. The other one, it is entirely optional. It is entirely optional. පුතා ඒ වගේම අර accounting standards, generally accepted accounting principles වගේ දේවල් එහෙනම් අපි apply කරන්න ඕනේ financial accounting වලට. Right? Principles වගේ දේවල් එහෙනම් අපන් yeah, we have to apply for what? Financial accounting, but not for the management accounting. මොකද management accounting වලට නීති ගණන්ලා වැඩක් නැහැ නේ. ඒගොල්ලොම හදලා ඒගොල්ලොම බලනවා. හැබැයි financial accounting එහෙම නෙමෙයි. managers ලා හදනවා, external shareholders ලා, investors ලා බලනවා. එහෙනම් accounting standards, accounting principles apply කරේ නැත්නම් mislead කරන්න පුළුවන්. Directors can mislead the other stakeholders. Right? එහෙනම් පුතා accounting standards and the දැන් example එකක් විදියට මෙන්න මේ වගේ. අපි තුමු company එකක මම director කෙනෙක්. මම ඉම්රාන් සර්, ඩිලන් සර් තුන්දෙනාම company එකේ directors ලා. ඕගොල්ලෝ ඒ company එකේ සල්ලි දාපු shareholders ලා. Just think. ඒතර ඕගොල්ලෝ 1 million, 10 million, 2 million each you all have invested. ඒතර අපි තමයි මේ decisions ගන්න මේ සල්ලි වලට මොකද කරන්න කියලා. So we work as a directors. ඒතර do I have a responsibility to say what I have done to your funds? ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ සල්ලිට මොනවාද කරේ කියලා කියන්න අපි තුන් දෙනාට responsibility එකක් තියෙනවද? ඔව්නේ. එහෙනම් financial accounting අපිට ඕනද නැද්ද ඕනේ. හැබැයි අපි තුන් දෙනාට decide කරන්න පුළුවන් අපි තුන් දෙනා management accounting තියාගෙන යනවාද කියන එක we can decide. හැබැයි financial accounting ඕනේ නැහැ කියලා අපිට decide කරන්න බෑ. මොකද if I get the money from you all I have to tell you what I have done to your funds. එහෙනම් financial accounting හදද්දී අපි තුන් දෙනාට පුළුවන් ඕගොල්ලන්ව mislead කරන්නත් එහෙනම් නේ. ආගොල්ලෝ මෙච්චර සල්ලි දාලා දෙනවා. හැබැයි මෙච්චර profit එකක් නැහැ. ඒ නිසා ඕගොල්ලන්ට මේ අවුරුද්ද dividends දෙන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. We can mislead it. අන්න ඒ නිසාම therefore accounting standards and other principles are directly affected for what? For the financial accounting. Have a management accounting that is entirely our discretions, right? Therefore accounting principles and other guidelines are not applicable. And about that also we can identify it as a what difference between the financial accounting and the management accounting. Could you tell me? Yeah, could you tell me and about the accounting standards and other guidelines are applicable for the financial accounting or for the management accounting? Financial accounting. Under the financial accounting you say accounting standards and the other principles are applicable. Under the management accounting those are not applicable. Those are not applicable. Right. Last point එක නිකන් ලියාගන්න. I'm not going to explain it. We'll talks about that later. Under the financial accounting you write time value of money is not considered. We'll talks about this later but not now. Under the financial accounting time value of money is not considered. Under the management accounting time value of money is considered. Time value of money is considered only in the management accounting, right? Those are the differences between financial accounting and the management accounting, right? Okay, Buddha. Now listen to this. Any questions? Any questions? No, right? Okay. Hari. Enang api apa balamu what are the differences between the financial accounting and the management accounting? Buddha, financial accounting provides information for both external and the internal stakeholders, but the management accounting provides the information only to the internal stakeholders, right? And also financial accounting provide only the time value of money කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා අහලා ඉන්න අපි දැනට පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක ගැන කතා නොකරමු. Money has a time value, right? දැන් අහපු නිසා උත්තරයක් දෙන්නම්. Azwa, what do you prefer, to receive 1,000 rupees today or 1,000 rupees after 1 year? ඔයා කැමති මම ඔයාලට අද රුපියල් 1000ක් දෙනවද අවුරුද්දකට පස්සේ 1000ක් දෙනවද? මම හිතන්නේ ඔයා කැමති අද 1000ක් හම්බ වෙනවට. ඇයි ඒ? හේතුව මේකයි. අද ඔයාට 1000න් මේ කැල්කියුලේටර් එක ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා කියන්නකෝ. හැබැයි අවුරුද්දකට පස්සේ රුපියල් 1000කින් මේ කැල්කියුලේටර් එක ගන්න බෑ. ඒතකොට අවුරුද්දකට පස්සේ inflation එක නිසා සමහර විට මේ calculator එකේ price එක, sometimes the price of this calculator may be 1200. So today 1000 is equal to the 1200 after 1 year. Therefore what could happen, due to the time value of the money, or the time money has a time value, with the time goes what will happen, value of the money will decreases due to the inflation. But that effect doesn't consider in financial accounting, but that is considered management accounting. For the moment, we'll keep that idea in your mind, but later let me discuss this thing in advance, right? Okay, what were the differences when it's come to the financial accounting and the management accounting? Let's say again to talks about this. Financial accounting provide the information for both external and the internal stakeholders, but the management accounting provide the information exclusively for the internal stakeholders. Financial accounting provide the information only the past and the present, whereas the management accounting provide past, present as well as future information. Financial accounting provide well summarized information. එක කවුද කොච්චර products ගණක් වික්කද ඒවා මුකුත් informations එකේ නැහැ. ඒ හින්දා managers created a system which give them more detailed information, which is called management accounting. ඊළඟට accounting standards and other guidelines are applicable for the financial accounting but not for the management accounting. Financial accounting does not consider the time value of money, but the management accounting consider the time value of money. Output of the financial state accountings are known as the financial statements, but output of the management accounting are known as a management report. Last one, financial accounting provide the information once a year, but the management accounting provide the information whenever managers need. Whenever appropriate, whenever the managers need, they provide the information. And one more thing I said here, financial accounting is compulsory to maintain, because that is prepared by the internal stakeholders and that is used by the external stakeholder, but the management accounting informations are what? Optional, that they can decide. Okay, based on this we'll have to spend for another 5 minutes, right? We'll finish these 2 questions and then we can wind up the session. අපි හිතුවට වඩා සමහර වෙලාවට කාලය යනවා, right? Could you answer these questions? 2015, quickly send your answers. Indicate whether the following statements of the role of management accounting is true or false. They're asking about the management account. This is 2015 question. Right, okay. It provides the information for the managers of the firm to take the decisions. True or false? It's true, right? Management accounting provide the information for the managers in taking the decision. That is true. It provides past and future information. Yes, management accounting provides the past as well as what can future information. It provides the past and future informations. And also, it says it provides the information prescribed in the accounting standard. What do you say? Does it use the accounting standards, Sudha? No, management accounting does not use the accounting standard, does not follow the accounting standards. The answer is false. It provides the information on demand for all. On demand, yes, they provide the information on demand. That is true, but does it provide the information on demand for all the stakeholders? No. They provide the information on demand only for whom, Puta? Managers. Only for the managers. Therefore, first two statements are true. The last two statements are false. Good. Right. We will move into the next question number 10. Right. State the differences between the financial accounting as well as the management accounting reports on the following aspects. Right. Okay, Pita. When it's come to the financial accounting and the management accounting. Okay, users of the management accounting, you can have this table and you can answer this. Right. Okay. I believe that you have this table. Users of the reports, Puta, in financial accounting, internal or external or both. In management accounting, internal users of reports, internal stakeholders. But management accounting, in financial accounting, both external and internal. Users of the reports we identified as both what? External and internal. Next. Frequency of reporting. Puta, management accounting, frequency. What's the frequency? Whenever managers need. Whenever managers need. But financial accounting, what is the frequency? Once a year. Once a year. This is 2014. Nah? Legal requirement. Puta, does the management accounting follow the accounting standards? Does the management accounting follow the accounting standards? No. Not follow the accounting standards. And financial accounting follow the accounting standards. Onna අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් management accounting, not management accounting optional, but financial accounting compulsory. Financial accounting compulsory. Right. Nature of the informations. Management accounting, detailed information. And financial accounting, what? Summarize information. Financial accounting needs summarize information. Good. Right. Okay, Vita. Could you answer this question? Which of the following statements are correct in relation to the management accounting? Which of the following statements are correct in relation to the management accounting? Right, most are saying the second one is the correct answer. Yeah, we'll see. It is carried out at the discretions of the managers. Yes, Kuta, that is carried out as the discretions of the manager. If they think fit to maintain, yes, they can. Second one, it focuses on the needs of all stakeholders. Does the management accounting focuses the needs of all the stakeholders? No. It provides the information only for the managers. Next, it used for the plan in the future. Yes, that is true. Right, it uses for that purpose. It provides the information based on the generally accepted accounting principles. No, which one is the correct answer? First and the Third one, A and C is the correct answer. So then second one is the correct answer. Right to that. That is all about the today's session. So then today we have basically discussed financial accounting as well as what management accounting differences, right? Financial accounting and the management accounting difference.